learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this orc encounter will help to give all of you a better understanding of these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orc Encounter. I'm Nicole, and I'm
Always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps at the surface to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mom might use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Spy hopping is how killer whales can coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings as they hunt. Slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Excellent communicators, so
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
In the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Amaya demonstrates this same movement of behavior right here in front of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. You've seen our whales demonstrate this same wave-making technique right here in front of you, demonstrating just one of many complex and impressive hunting abilities that killer whales have developed around the world. You've seen the waves crashing in front of you, but it's hard to imagine just how much water is displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily for all of you sitting in our lower sections, you have volunteered to feel the power of the killer whale's tail. Are you guys ready to get splashed? All right, everyone, brace yourselves. This water is a chilly 55 degrees.
Iowa. Because killer whales live in every part of the ocean, they eat all types of prey, including other whales. Now the blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than the killer whale. So how does a killer whale this size prey on a whale that size in the wild? Well, it's due to the fact that killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround the sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is also an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice those skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing off their playful side, both in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Orcas like to be touched and will rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We see our whales do this here, much like the whales in British Columbia. You'll also see them imitate each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. Playful behavior has a purpose. For example, a tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish. But today, I think our whales just might be stunning all of you. We interact with our whales all day, every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and help provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, we can ask them to present their tail flukes, which is helpful when obtaining a blood sample. Slide up onto a scale like Orchid is demonstrating in this video. We weigh our whales once a week to make sure our youngsters are growing properly and our adults are maintaining a healthy weight. We can also obtain breath samples from their blowholes. Now all of these things are due to those trusted relationships that we have built with our whales day after day right here at SeaWorld. Now I want to take a second and introduce all of you to a very special whale. Everyone say hi, Shuka! Now Shuka is one of our most athletic animals and has that very distinct call that you heard earlier in our presentation. Shuka here has participated in many research projects which help protect her wild counterparts. We challenge our whales to learn new things each and every day to stimulate and engage their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep our whales in tip-top shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply.